On 107.9 FM, online at stratfm.co.uk and on the Stroud FM Listen Again service. You're listening to The Locker Room on Stroud FM with Richard Joyce. Hello and good evening and welcome to The Locker Room on Stroud FM for another special edition of Gloucestershire's Premier Non-League Football Show. Coming up on the show this evening, I'm thrilled to welcome Forest Green Rovers goalkeeper Sam Russell into the studio this evening as we look into the career of Forest Green's number 23, life at Forest Green and what the future holds for one of the top top keepers in the Blue Square Bet Premier. Sam, welcome to Stroud FM.
Alright, Joycey.
Great to have you here.
Cheers.
Do you get nervous before games?
Not really, no. Just quite cool about it, I think. I think everyone has a little bit of nerves, but not too bad now.
And of course, sad news today, Rhys Dyche, out for 9 months with a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament. Disappointing news, I bet.
Yeah, I'm gutted for the lad, he's had so much bad luck. I think he was just getting back to where he was previously, and I'm gutted for him, but it's part of football and I'm sure he'll come back stronger and get back to where he was.
And the good news is, though, that on the other hand, David Hoxey, he has bolstered the squad, as we just heard, with the addition of Lee Fowler.
Yeah.
Are you happy to see a new body in, and also one of that quality as well? Because I don't know if you've played with him before, but you may have played against him in the conference.
Yeah, I've played against him a lot of times. He's a quality player. I think he came on the other day, half-time, and straight away, within his first touch, you could see the quality that he's got. So he is a great addition to the squad. Yeah,
and you have, of course, played in the conference for a few years now. Do you feel like, personally, you're experienced in dealing with, some of the difficult fixtures that do prop up in this division, especially at the business end of the season, like a Tuesday night at Woking?
Yeah, I think, obviously, as you get older, you do get, a bit more used to it and stuff, and I feel like I am, but yeah, I think, obviously, each year helps, like, more and more games that you play, that experience comes, and yeah, I think I can deal with it, but I think, to be honest, I think the lads are maturing, every game, so, it's not just myself, I think the whole squad are just maturing and dealing with it a lot better.
Being a goalkeeper is, of course, a very unique position. For that reason, do you deal with pressure better than maybe outfield players, in the way in which you have to take it on from a young age and so on?
Well, you've just got to be a bit of an oddball, haven't you, to be in goal?
Would you describe yourself as an oddball?
Not far off, like.
Brilliant, I like your honesty there. And you've been at FGR for about 13 months now. You joined, of course, in the previous January transfer window. And has it satisfied you so far coming down to Gloucester in terms of what you were planning to achieve personally as a footballer?
Do you know what? It was just it was a random move. I've said it like so many times. What happened at my previous club, I hope never happens like in my career ever again. Yeah. So it was like the gaffer was so enthusiastic about bringing me in and stuff. Like obviously when I came down within, the first meeting and obviously showed me what the club and the chairman wanted, and I think that straight away I thought, yeah, like I want a piece of this.
And in those 13 months, you fitted in a lot of league games. You recently passed the 50 league game milestone.
Am I?
What did you think of that? And are you a fan of milestones?
No, not really. No, I'm just, like I say, I just want to play as many games as I can in my career. And I think it was you tweeted that it was. Yeah. I was playing. I didn't have a clue. Like, I don't even know what day it is half the time. I say I'm happy with that, to be honest. I just want to play more.
And historically, since you have been at Rovers for the past year, the defensive record of the team has been really good. Even when the back line has seen changes in personnel, different centre-backs coming in, different full-backs. What do you put that down to exactly? Are you that great a goalkeeper?
I'm brilliant. I am brilliant, to be honest. I just like to say, it's a squad game. Everybody who comes in has done really well. So whoever comes in, I don't think any of the rest of the lads think, oh no, we might struggle today. It's not like that. So yeah. I can pretty much trust the majority of all the players. You share a flat with James Norwood. Is that interesting? Interesting. Yeah, he's an interesting character, to be fair. But we get on like house on fire. I got on with him straight away, and trust me to get on with the oddballs and that. I love the way you said house on fire. Forest Green, it was once, I think. Forest Green, Mario Balotelli situation. Forest Green is very much a unique kind of football club in the UK. You may have noticed. Was it unusual having to accept the rules and regulations of that vegetarian diet and a lot of the almost media attention the club gets because of the eco impact it has and so on? Yeah, well, it's mental, isn't it, really, for someone who doesn't know about that sort of thing. But even I'm sort of learning about it every day, really, obviously going in and finding the chairman's view on everything, and it's fantastic, really. So it is good to be part of, and you know, in the day we didn't choose it, but I think the lads are all trying to do their little bit, and you know, I think, like I say, I'm enjoying it.
Let's go to some questions we've had in on the Forest Green Rovers fans forum. Let's go to Gary JJ. He says, if you were not a footballer, what would you be? And also, where do you shop for your clothes?
Well, probably a model, to be fair. Probably.
Yeah. We discussed this outside.
Yeah, I did have the opportunity, to be fair, but I just thought, no, I'll be and go instead. To be honest, I don't know. I think probably the best thing for me to do would be a coach. Yeah. Goalkeeping coach, to be honest. And I get my clothes from anywhere, really, like anywhere.
So you're learning off Kevin Phillips all the time then?
Oh yeah, all the time, yeah.
Yeah, and let's go to Pitchfork's question. He said, at what age did you begin to focus on goalkeeping? Do you still enjoy an opportunity to play out of goal?
Yeah. Like I don't mind. Like don't mind to use my feet now and then. Well, my dad played locally, and I think as soon as I started kicking a ball around like very young age, I think he just shot me in goal, probably just to whack balls at me, to be honest. But I just found it a little bit more natural just playing in the sticks.
And we've had a tweet from Stephen Brogan, one of your teammates, Sam. He says, can you just thank Rustler for the lemon drizzle he got delivered to my house today? Went down well with a cup of tea. Cheers.
Oh, it's not a problem, Steve. Not a problem, mate.
So what was involved there?
I just loves lemon drizzle, doesn't he? It's his favourite. The best lemon drizzle like in the country, I think.
That would cheer him up with his injury. So so in your career, when you have been a sub goalkeeper, what's that like? Yeah,
you just got to prepare well as the best you can, really. And just you never know what's going to happen in football, you know. So you just got, your preparation's got to be spot on. And
the great thing about having a career spent mostly in the Football League is that you no doubt have played at some terrific venues over the years. What has that been like? Because, you know, in the conference you get some fantastic venues as well, but unfortunately, with all due respect, you do still have to go to the Braintrees, the Hydes, the Alfretons as well, don't you?
Yeah, well, you know, these are the games at the minute, like, you know, that's what we're dealing with, and that's what the games, you know, we really need to win. And I don't think people realise how difficult it actually is going to these sort of grounds and that, but you know, good teams, great teams will go and pick results up at them sort of grounds, but at the end of the day, like, obviously when you see the ground, you just got to be strong and just got to think, you know, hopefully next year we're not going to be coming back here again. I remember when David Hockaday signed you, one of the main things he said was he's a brilliant passer of the ball, and I dig this quote out from Keith Hill, who was your manager at Rochdale, who said he described you as one of the best passers in the Football League. I just can't run. That's the lads. I just can't run. No, like I think when I was younger, kicking wasn't really a massive part of the game. Yeah. Where, like, you know, I used to like getting involved, playing out, and I've always loved to strike a ball. And at the time, you know, there wasn't many goalkeepers around, like, especially the lower levels, who did that really, you know. And I think that was, you know, at the time it probably stood out a little bit more than it does now, because I think kicking's massive, like, in the game now. Brad says, do you have any superstitions before the match? To be honest, I think as a goalkeeper you go through everyone. Yeah, like everything. So I've tried I've tried a bit of everything, to be honest. Yeah, but not really. I have like sort of things with what I eat and things like that, which is pretty much routine. But no massive superstitions, no. And of course, I know there was a story recently about, wasn't there, like a local. Not sure, doing the sewing on your gloves, your goalkeeper gloves. Oh. Has that been useful? I'm just very particular in things that I wear and things that I do, so that's like another thing, really. And that's just made me think about an entire page spread in the non-league paper, you and James Norwood having a pedicure. Oh yeah, it's just, you know, it's just how it is. You'll look after yourself, haven't you, these days? You do, especially when you're a goalkeeper. Yeah. And let's go to Matt's question. He says, what is the most memorable match you can remember playing in? Well, I've obviously got to say, when I played at Wembley, for the FA Trophy final, like a couple of years ago, that was, like, you know, definitely the most memorable. And let's go to Jonathan. He says, what's the funniest thing you've ever seen in football? Yeah, I think it was Dalton against Bury. I think it was Chris Brass tried an overhead kick, like, for Bury, like, to clear it, and he hit himself in the face and won the top corner. What's it like playing against your old clubs then? Because you've played against Wrexham quite a few times now, for Darlington and for Forest Green. You know, do you have a relationship when you see the fans behind the goal? Because well, as a keeper, I just get grief every week. Every week, just get grief. Get called the same names. But like, to be honest, I love it. I just think it's funny. What's it like standing in the Royal Box, everybody looking at you, your face on the big screen, all those fans cheering your name, with the trophy and holding that up? Yeah, well, it was mental. Like, we didn't really know, and like, you know, what effect it had on the town at the time. Like, I think 5,000 or 6,000 people turned up that day. Yeah. And it was just weird. But to be honest, I think we were all like half cut when it was all going on. But you know, it was a great day. Why do you wear the number 23 shirt? It's me and Bex, innit? Me and Bex, like, tight, yeah. No,
I'm glad that wasn't the answer.
No, I think it was the first. It was the first number I was given. I think when I went to Scunthorpe on loan.
Yeah.
And I just sort of kept it. I thought, you know, I was playing quite well at the time. I just thought I'll keep it, and they gave me the opportunity when I went to Darton and said, "Do you want the number 1?" I said, "No, I want the number 23." So I had it for a few successful seasons, and then when I decided to take the number 1, I just kept on getting injured. Just thought, right, I'm just going to go back to basics, back to what I know. Yeah.
And you no doubt have your eye on a return to the Football League. Do you think Forest Green is one of the best places to do it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think with the squad and like the backing and you know, the club as a whole, like at this minute in time, you know, I think it's pretty much like a matter of when it's going to happen.
Brilliant. Well, Sam, thanks ever so much for coming in this evening.
No probs.
I hope you've enjoyed going over your career.
I haven't enjoyed your gear.
My gear?
Yeah, it's not the best.
That's a fair point, actually.
Yeah, no probs.
That's a fair point. If you take me shopping, we'll go shopping with you too.
I'll start you up.
Down to Stroud. But I'm just going to quickly...
Haircut as well, yeah?
Yeah. The amount of Forest Green boys that say that. I'll be back next Thursday at 7 p.m. again. We'll have another special guest